Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are time now for winners bracket final. It's going to be Immunity up against Avant Garde in this best out of 5 series. Dr. Curry, what are you tipping?
Well, you know, both of these teams, they finished top of the respected pools, shall I say, and they've both performed so well. Avant took down Curse after easily the most entertaining series we've seen so far throughout the weekend, where Curse took the first map and then Avant just got in there and ended up picking up some amazing plays in the search and destroy. In Immunity, they've had an easy run today. Of course, they finished off in that number 1 seeding position, so they didn't have to play for a few rounds. But if anything, I'm kind of leaning a little bit towards Avant due to the plays which they broke out when they were facing off against Curse, and they've definitely got to have that mentality that we've beat Cursed, now just Immunity, and we're done.
That'll be it. We'll have to see if they can do it, though. As these guys get set and ready for action, like we said, it is going to be a best out of 5 series. First to 3 will be the winner. Avant sitting back on that C spawn here on domination in regards to Octane. Over to the Immunity side of things, they've got the A spawn for their flags at the home for this first 5 minutes. Now, I'm sort of thinking it will be,
Who are you leaning
I've been
towards?
friends with the Avant guys for so many years. Same with all the Immunity players. It's ridiculous. I am old. Get over it. But right now, I'm sort of feeling that, Immunity can clean this one up. I've got much love for Kyle. He knows that. But, I think Immunity will take this series out. Maybe 3-1, though.
Oh, okay. So you do feel as though Avant could get, a bit of a round. I was just talking to Gareth before. He's down here, the former Immunity player. And he's saying, the Immunity boys, they look too strong. They really haven't lost to Avant in, these power maps and these important, even back in Black Ops 2, they don't choke when pressure is added to them. So he feels that they'll be able to take this one out with ease. And if Buzzo picks up another double like he did before, they could quite easily do so. But Val's side had got a nice kill there. 3 for nothing. The captain has rotated straight to A. Early plays out of the hands of Avant, as it looks like they already could get a triple cap on their hands here. They will do so, as all the pressure back on Immunity now.
So nice start here for Avant in this first minute. However, they are losing that B flag straight away as soon as the captain. Great work there by Avant. Val started to come back from A to push on that B flag, get that kill off that defender. Now they're losing A, and he's aware of it, but at the same time, they don't really need it. They just got to keep Immunity trying to push and keep on grabbing for it. He waits for that player to make a push towards him here over on this A side of things. There's a few players around, they circle down, they pinch on him, and they'll clean him up. So Immunity over to them will go. And right now they are struggling a little bit here as they are down. They've got that one flag. The scoreline speaks for itself, 25-11. With the Avant squad in that lead. But just like that, Immunity now pushing back, trying to defend a bit too much here at A, while Naked crosses across the middle part of the map. He's trying to get to C to change the pace of things, to cause Avant to fall back on their home flag. But right now, this is actually Avant's game.
Oh my, Macca.
Then with Macca and Hobie picking up a few kills each. Look at that kill feed now across the board. Naked, 0-6.
That's not good by the captain of Immunity. 0-7. Kui picks up 1. He gets 2. And hope he gets 1 for his name too. Shocks trying to desperately get themselves out of the back strip club spawn trap. Avant are set up so well. There's Macca with a 2-piece for himself. There's going to be the triple for Macca. There is more players. Of course, there's going to be Buzzo trying desperately get his team some control in the middle of the map. They throw down the smokes. He's going to give them some good cover, but Hopi through it, gets a kill. Fighter answers back finally as Kusta is on a 6-point streak. Make that 7. Finally shut down by Naked. And this is why Avant love domination on Octane and why it's their best map, because they are just going off right now.
Well, they are indeed, but Naked just running circles around Macca there for that time being. As you're going to see Volsort on our screen as the captain of Avant. Now, Kyle hasn't had the best of weekend. He starts off a bit slow sometimes, but this one's having a bit of a game.
Again, in the Curse one, sorry to interrupt you, he started off very slow in the domination, dropping a 8 for 27. And then he came back in the search and destroy and dropped a ridiculous amount of kills and a few clutches. So Val, he did, I have to agree with you 100% on that statement. He can underperform at times, but he can also have the ability to just go large.
You're just going to see how Hopi's trying to keep these guys from Immunity off that A flag, even though it is theirs to have. Avant just chilling back here with a lot of map control right now. Immunity, I didn't really expect this much of a domination force from the Avant squad straight off the bat here, but, clearly Avant's game still very much right on point. The lunch they had must have been a wonderful one. Because it's showing right now their gun skill and their aim is definitely on point. They're up by almost 60 points here at the moment. The only team that you usually see do this sort of work is the Immunity team, but Avant up against a minute and a half on that clock. 83-26. That scoreline. Immunity have a lot of work to do.
This is not good for Immunity. Hopi was a double. Macca gets 1 3 down for Immunity. And you did see Fighter actually neutralize B. And then he actually jumped off it and contested Hopi. Got shut down and cost his team a lot of ground. So not the smartest move out of Fighter's books there, as Avant are just absolutely slaying and outplaying Immunity. As you do see Kui just drops down, but Fighter gets a revenge kill, but it's still going to be a 3 down, as Naked was the last one up. They're just spawning at backstrip, now actually at the front of Dana. Hopi identifying that, but he gets naded. He was predicting a few players would be there, as Avant in the next few seconds, they're about to break the 100-digit mark, as Immunity, they got a lot of work to do.
So that scoreline now. Now we saw, like you said, during pool play, 3-0 to Immunity up against Avant, but Avant's game during his double limb very much different right now. As you'll see it there, 103
Look at Hopi.
38, and yeah, Hopi having a massive
my
of a
God.
game. No caps, but he's definitely working that sleigh roll, 20 and 7 in regards to that. Mac is also up there, 18 and 12. As we head to the end of the half here, ladies and gentlemen, almost a 70-point game in favour of the Avant squad. Now, we've seen teams say, nah, we're forfeiting the second half, we can't bring that back. I've never seen Immunity ever do that. I don't think we will now, but I wouldn't question them if they did. Yeah. Just because Avant's game right now is ridiculous. I did not expect that. I don't think they did either.
Macca broke 22.
Big games indeed for both these teams at the end of that half. And right now, coming into this next 5 minutes, Immunity have to be wondering what they are doing and what they can do now to answer back to that scoreline, 109 to 46, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that is not what a lot of people would have thought about. Avant just playing on a whole new level right now. They're a different team. As soon as they go into this double limb bracket, it wasn't the Avant that we saw in pool play. They've put it into overdrive throughout the whole of the second day. And I tell you what, their lunch must have gone down well, because Macca and Hopi both on 20 kills plus. There's 22 equal for both of them. Kui, 5 captures to his name, just picking up some important kills. And then Vile's just been rotating around, just being in the face of Immunity. See a great nade there from Hopi, as already they have middle map presence, as Immunity trying to push out from their spawn. You see Macca shuts down one. Bozo answers back for a kill for his own name there. And there's going to be 2 players there. Hopi tags him up, tries to jump on B, but there was an Immunity player to shut him down.
So right now we do, of course, have Avant still in that lead. At the end of the half is plus 63 points. And Immunity now trying to answer back at their own. You know, they've got the C flag. They've pushed Stock all the way through. He's going to try and capture this flag. He's not going to jump on off it. He's going to stay there, get it all the way, and go for this trip cap of their own.
Another triple cap.
Now, Immunity can do this, and we've seen them do it time and time again, but you know, 63 points after what we've seen Avant put up already. They've got to now keep these flags for a little bit, just to close that gap to around about a 40-point game. Then they've got to hold just 2 flags for a little bit then, and they'll be okay. They'll be very much back alive in this matchup. And you'll just see here, no one from Avant have touched a flag in the last 35 seconds.
You're right there on that one. And they're doing what Avant did to them in the first half, spawn trapping them over at Strip Club, but one of them was able to sneak around. You do see them on top of C. They should be able to capture this one, and the Fighter gets that double, which he does. Jumps around the corner pre-firing. He knows there's a player in that area. Does throw down the trophy, but he's still going to get concussed as Avant desperately pushing out, and just like that, another triple cap for Immunity. That gap is slowly closing. Avant, they've been stuck on 117 score for a very, very long time, and Immunity are starting to get themselves back into this one. Wouldn't have predicted this one. C gets neutralized. You did see a 3 down there. Last one alive is Macca, but he's in no man's land, as Avant desperately trying to get a home flag. Immunity, they've brought it back to just a 20-point game, Bio.
Looking at it like this, Immunity have got themselves 50 points compared to the 8 points in this half that Avant have had. So if you look at it like that, okay, yeah, Avant, they had a dominating first half, 63-point lead, but then you only get 8 points in 2 minutes.
They do still have the lead, though.
They do, but if they can hold it, that is the question right now, because Immunity very much fighting more alive than what we saw during that first half. Their nades, they respawn back on in this game. It's so much on point. I just want to jump off and listen in with the Immunity squad just for a moment, a minute or so.
Oh, shucks.
Just to hear how their comps have changed and how close they're coming in to bring this game back in favour of them. So here we are for Immunity, ladies and gentlemen.
Kui's no man, Kui's no man, Kui's no man. Tag.
Hold the spawn, anchor the spawn, anchor the
spawn. Yeah, that's good, that's good. I'm around gas, I'm around gas.
Roll here.
Back beat up. Shimmer truck.
I'll
go back, I'm going back to
intersection.
I'll go back to
Tick.
Wait, tigging, but pushing a bait.
I
neutralize.
Gas.
Mechanic. In mechanic.
B.
In mechanic.
B.
They're side of B.
Fuck.
There's one around mechanic.
They're not on. They're not on.
I got one to B. Got one to B.
Shit, man. Single.
Oh, yeah, mechanic. See. Drop back. Pulse.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Fuck.
One on C. Go to A. Go to A. Naked. Go. Let's go, boys. Down by 12. Get that C. They named me at A.
Tag, got him,
Named me at A.
Do you have far right? Do you have the far right?
Hold it, Albert. Just hold that. I'll lock it down, Albert. Play bitch, Albert. If you want, push it.
Top strip. Top strip.
I'm watching.
Go,
Go,
Albert.
Albert. Go, push that, Albert.
And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Minute 20 left on the clock. The scoreline, after a plus 63-point lead to Avant, has now diminished to a 7-point lead to Avant. Immunity with that 2-flag advantage still after all this time. For the most part of the second half, they've had it their way. And Avant, they will not be feeling at all good if Immunity win this.
This is danger stations for Avant because you heard in that listen-in that they have the hype. They want to play slow and defensive, but Avant, they're on top of B. If they can at least capture this, that's what they do. With 40 seconds left, they have a 3-point lead and B and a home flag on lockdown. Buzzo, what does he go for? Goes for a 2-piece, but Valsider shuts him down naked now in the front of gas. He's got to desperately try and get on B or rotate to A. They need a double cap as Avant are still holding on to their lead. 30 seconds left. Finder was a beautiful double in the background that sets up his team quite nicely. Naked jumps straight on. Hopi there with a beautiful double. That might have just saved his team as Buzzo comes in, gets a kill to his own. Bio, it's coming down to the wire. Only 8 points. Buzzo with a double. It's going to be a close one.
Very close indeed. 15 seconds. But no, I think Avant will have this one in the bag. There's not enough time for points to accumulate. 7 points, that difference. It'll be about a 3-point game by the end of this update. Of course, with the Avant taking it out.
Oh, they did it.
At the same time, you'll just see it there. 154 to 149. And it'll be
Holy shit!
156. A 5-point game. Avant
Wow.
coming out on top of that now. If I was Avant, you've got to be just in their mindset right now.
I'd be
heard
scared.
them for a moment, they were pumped, but they went from a 63-point lead to a 5-point win. That's a big difference no matter how you look at it. Now, if I said if Immunity had won that one, they would have playing massive mind games on Avant. You know, I know how hard it can be. If you have a lead like that, then you lose. It's like, wow, what the hell have we done wrong? What's going to happen next, guys? What can we do? And it sort of does play in your mind a fair bit. Avant are up in the series zone. That's all that matters at the end of the day. You win by 1 point, win by 1,000. You're still winning.
Yeah.
So Avant now up 1-0 after that first one. The next one, ladies and gentlemen, will be an S&D. What it's going to be on and who's going to take it out, we'll find out after this short commercial break.